start at the 25. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. They'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 32. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action now. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Prescott to throw this time. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Trent. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Ravens had 2 and 2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And that's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
Clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. On 2nd down, Trent. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try the left side. Trent, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Fehoko. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 30.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Cowboys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Like what I see so far to this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, they've only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got some down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Lyons. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
On 1st down. Trent, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Prescott. going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Marquise Bell.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Here's Johnson with a reception. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Marquise Bell.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Touchdown! A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over the first down at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson is going to float this over the middle deep. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. From 19 yards away.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
13.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Prescott down. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Well, we're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a give here to Pollard. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. And that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year,
as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
129 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I would be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now Prescott. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to it. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Bryan Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run left with Pollard. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Complete. It's Johnson.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that
He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
One last shot for Jackson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go.
It's that heat, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share